Hello student, previous class I discussed about what is wave and what are the characteristics of wave motion. Next I covered wavelength, what is wavelength and what are the units of wavelength. Next characteristics is what is frequency. Next is velocity. Next characteristics property is wave number. Next is amplitude. I covered all the characteristics property. Then I covered some problem related to the characteristics of wave. This is problem number one. This is problem number two. Next I covered the type of waves. One is mechanical wave. Another is the electromagnetic wave. Mechanical wave required a material medium, maybe that is your water, air, or solid. But if you think about the electromagnetic wave does not require any material medium. It travel through vacuum. It have both electric field and magnetic field. Next, I have covered the characteristics of electromagnetic radiation. These are the few characteristics of electromagnetic radiation. Next, I covered what is spectrum. Then I covered the type of spectra. Spectrum is the singular, and spectra is the plural. Next, I have also classified the spectra basing upon the nature of the spectrum. Basing upon the nature of spectrum, spectra is classified into two types. One is your continuous spectrum. Another is your discontinuous spectrum. Discontinuous spectrum is also called discrete spectrum. Next, I also covered the classification of discontinuous spectrum, that is your band. It is classified into two types. One is your line spectrum or atomic spectrum. Another is the band spectrum. Next, I also classified based on the origin of spectrum. As per the origin of the spectrum, spectrum is classified into two types. One is the absorption spectrum, another is the emission spectrum. Absorption spectrum generally obtained due to the absorption of specific wavelength of light by by an by an species. This may be uh, here I have given an example. Absorption spectrum. Example of absorption spectrum: when white light pass through cool sodium vapor, dark absorption lines appear at 589. Another is 589.6 nm. These are two. This is the white light. These are the white lights passed through the slit, then passed through the sodium vapor, which is present in the cooling condition, then passed through the prism. Here two wavelength, that is your 589 and 589.6 nm is observed here. So your black line is obtained. Look at that. This is the continuous spectrum. In the continuous spectrum, two dark lines are present in the yellow region of the continuous spectrum. The spectrum consists by that is your seven colors. VV gyro, they are shortly represented as VV gyro: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Next, I covered also what is the emission spectrum. I have only given the definition and some points related about the emission spectrum. When the spectrum is obtained by the radiation emitted from a source like the sun, or by passing electric discharge through a gas at low pressure, or by heating some substance at a high temperature, then emission spectrum will form. Emission spectrum can be formed from sun or by passing electricity. Next, by passing electricity through a gas at a low pressure. Next, by heating some substance at a high temperature. Then such type of spectrum will form. Example is your hydrogen spectrum. This is all about for the this was all about for the previous class. Today in today class I will explain about the hydrogen spectrum. That means I will clearly explain about the emission of hydrogen spectrum, how hydrogen spectrum will obtain. At first you should take hydrogen gas in a discharge tube. You should take the hydrogen gas in a discharge tube. The hydrogen gas now present in a discharge tube. When we will pass electric discharge through this gaseous hydrogen, then what will happen? All the hydrogen gas get more energy. As a result, they feel more unstable. As a result, they will dissociate. They will dissociate and produce energetically excited hydrogen atom. That means when you will pass the electric current, then the hydrogen molecule will break into hydrogen atom, and these hydrogen atom are more energetic and more excited. As a result, this excited hydrogen atom undergoes analysis with spectroscopy. Actually, what happens? The energetically excited hydrogen atom now emit the electromagnetic radiation. Again, I want to speak from the beginning. At first, you will take the hydrogen gas, then electric discharge will pass through the hydrogen gas. Then what happened? Hydrogen gas get excited, they undergoes a breakdown and form a hydrogen atom. These hydrogen atom are more energetic and more excited. As a result, they emit a electromagnetic radiation of different frequency. Now, these electromagnetic radiation is analyzed through an instrument, that is your spectroscopy. As a result, you will able to see hydrogen spectrum. In the hydrogen spectrum, there are different series of lines. Look at that. These are the different series of lines, and all the series are named by the name of the scientist. These series are found in different region. Remember, these are named according to the name of the scientist. These series are, one is the Lyman series, second is the Balmer series, third is the Pascal series, fourth is the Bracket series, fifth is the Pfund series, and sixth is the Humphrey series. There are six series are present in this diagram. Look at that. There are different series in the spectrum of the hydrogen atom. Here I have taken n is equal to, that is your principal quantum number. I will clearly explain what is quantum number in the upcoming class. For this class, only remember here n is the cell. First cell, that is your K cell, and the n value is your 1. This is your K cell. This is the L cell, for which n is equal to 2. This is the M cell, for which n is equal to 3. This is the N cell, for which n is equal to 4. Like that you can think another cell. I have given 8 cell. No doubt there are infinite number of cells are present around the nucleus in which electron revolves. I have only given eight number cells, but remember there are infinite of cells are present. The ray also changes its position from infinite to n1, like that. I want to clearly explain. There is infinite number of cells are present here. Infinite number of cells. These rays are also coming from the infinite cell to n1, n2, n3, n4, n5, like that. Only I have given few rays which are coming from n is equal to 8 to n is equal to 1. But remember, all the rays are coming from the infinite cell. Since if I will give infinite cell, it cannot be possible, and the diagram also and also look like a complex. As a result, I have only given few cells and few rays, corresponding rays. There are different types of series found in the hydrogen spectrum. At first, I want to show you what is Lyman series. Lyman series actually I have given in the figure here. Lyman series starts from n is equal to 1. That is n1 is the ground state. All the ray will come here uh, from n is equal to n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. Look at that. This ray comes from n is equal to 2, n is equal to 1. That means it comes from L cell to K cell. This ray return back to the n is equal to 3 to n is equal to 1. These rays are coming from higher energy level to lower energy level. As a result, the electron present in the higher energy level must release energy, and that energy emit as a electromagnetic radiation, and that shows different series having different colors, which are arranged in a spectrum, which are arranged in a pattern. They arranged like a pattern. As a result, they are said to be spectrum. The Lyman series starts from n is equal to 2, and it comes n is equal to 1. Similarly, here n is equal to 3, it comes to n1. Similarly, n is equal to 4 to n is equal to 1. This is this ray. This ray comes from n is equal to 5 to n is equal to 1. This is your n is equal to 6 to n is equal to 1. The next n is equal to 7 to n is equal to 1. Next this comes from n is equal to 8 to n is equal to 1. Similarly, if you think about the other ray also comes from n is equal to 9 to n is equal to 1, n is equal to 10 to n is equal to 1, n is equal to 11, like that. You can go to up to n is equal to infinite. These series are said to be Lyman series. Look at that here. I have already written n is equal to 1. In all the case, n is equal to 1. The ground state for Lyman series is your 1. That is your K cell. When all ray will emit energy and comes to the ground state, that is your n is equal to 1, then they will form a Lyman series. So here I have written n is equal to 1 and n2 is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, dot 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 infinite. You can draw the diagram like this. Next, this is the first Lyman series. Next, we come to the Balmer series. In Balmer series, the ground state is your n is equal to 2. That means all ray will comes to the L cell, that is your n is equal to 2. Look at that. I have already drawn. And this is the first ray comes from n is equal to 3 to n is equal to 2. This is your n is equal to 4 to n is equal to n is equal to 5 to n is equal to n is equal to 6 to n is equal to 2, n is equal to 7 to n is equal to 2. Next, n is equal to 8 to n is equal to 2. These are the ray which generally comes to the ground state, that is your n is equal to 2. And these ray make a series that is your said to be Balmer series. It is named the scientist Balmer. Look at that here. Already I have written n is equal to 2. Here I cannot written n is equal to 1. Here I have written n is equal to 2, and n2 is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just like this. The Lyman series is generally found in the ultraviolet region. In the initial I have said that the different series found in different region. Remember, Lyman series found in the UV region. Similarly, Balmer series is found in the visible region. Next is the Paston series. This series shows the ground state, that is your n is equal to 3. That is your M cell. Look at that here. Look at that. First ray comes from n is equal to 4 to n is equal to 3. Second ray comes from n is equal to 5 to n is equal to 3. Next, the n is equal to 6 to n is equal to 3. Like that, n is equal to 7, n is equal to 8. this ray n is equal to 8, this ray comes from n is equal to 7. This ray make a series that is your said to be Pascal series. You look at that here I have written n is equal to 3 to n is equal to 3, next n2 is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This series found in the near IR, infrared spectra. IR means infrared spectroscopy, uh, and this is found in the near infrared spectroscopy. This is called Pascal series. If you think about the series, for bracket series n is equal to 4, nt is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that. This is the ray from n is equal to 5 to n is equal to 4. This is n is equal to 6 to n is equal to 4. This is n is equal to 7 to n is equal to 3. Next, this ray comes from n is equal to 8 to n is equal to 4. And this ray make a series that is your called bracket series. Already I have given n is equal to 4, n2 is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. Similarly, you think about the p pond series. P pond series having the ground state that is your n is equal to 5, and the higher energy level are n is equal to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Here I have only given 3 rays. This ray comes from n is equal to 6 to n is equal to 5. This ray comes n is equal to 7 to n is equal to 5. This ray comes n is equal to 8 to n is equal to 5. This series is called P-Pond series. It is named according to the scientist name, P-Pond series. Here, look at that. Here already I have written n is equal to 5, n2 is equal to 6, 7, 8. Similarly, another series that is your Humphrey series. Here the ground state is your n is equal to 6. So here I have written n is equal to 6. And the higher states are n2 is equal to 7, 8, 9, 10, like this. This is a ray comes from n is equal to 7 to n is equal to 6. This ray comes from n is equal to 8 to n is equal to 6. Here I have already here a diagram is present that is your different series in the spectrum of hydrogen atom. Remember, every ray have a fixed amount of that is your wavelength, and also that is your wave number. For calculation of the wavelength and wave number, the a equation is used, that is your Rayleigh equation. That is said to be Rayleigh equation. By using the Rayleigh equation, you can able to find out the wavelength and wave number of each ray. This is the formula, that is your nu bar. That is your said to be what? Nu bar. Nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 to 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. This is the formula. Here RH, what is RH? RH called Rayleigh constant. This is called Rayleigh constant, and its value is your simply 109678. It is a simple value. You can remember like this: 109678. Simply you can call 109678. You can easily remember this value 109678. This same inverse, that is your centimeter inverse. So Rayleigh constant is your how much? 109678. N1 is your what? Here N1 is given. Here N1 is the lower energy level. N2 is the higher energy level. Let me explain. Let me find the wavelength and wave each ray in the series. At first, I want to say about the Lyman series. First point, it is found in the UV region of the electromagnetic radiation. Look at that here. Already in the diagram, UV region is present. In the UV region, all the ray are present. So here I can write it is found in the UV region of electromagnetic radiation. For Lyman series, what is ground state is your N1, that is your 1, and excited state is your N2, that is your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Already I have discussed, so just I revise. Therefore, for Lyman series, here I can say that wave number or 1 by lambda, that is your wavelength. Lambda is your wavelength. What is the formula? Formula is your R mu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. This was the formula. Look at that. Here n1 is your what? 1. N2 is your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It shows a variable numbers, but n1 shows a fixed number. Now put the value of n1 in this equation. If I will put the value of n1 here, then I can write nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH whole into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by n2 square is equal to RH. 1 by 1 square means here 1. So I have written nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 minus 1 by n2 square. If you put the value of n2 and RH, then you will get the nu bar. It is the simple formula for the calculation of the Lyman series. Or you can use the main formula and put the value of n1 and n2 and also RH, then you will also find directly. But simply you can remember the short formula. RH nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 minus 1 by n2 square. This is the short formula. Similarly, if you think about the Balmer series is found in the, here I have already shown to you. Balmer series, it is found in the what? That is your UV region, visible region. This is found in the visible. So here I have written, it is found in electromagnetic radiation. Look at that. Tell me what is the ground state for ground state is your N2 and excited state are N3, N4. Your ground state is your ground state is N is L cell, but higher energy level are 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So that here I have written it is found in the visual region of the electromagnetic radiation. Second point is for the Balmer series, ground state is your N is equal to 2 and excited state N 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 like that. The value of N1 in the main formula. Then I will write here nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now solve the 2 square. 2 square means 4. So I can write a nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into, that is your multiply with what 1 by 4. 2 square means 1 by 4. So I have written 1 by 4 minus 1 by n2 square. This is the short formula. This series, the series of line was discovered first. At first, Balmer series is discovered. Then other series are discovered. So remember, MCQ always ask which is discovered first. It is a very important MCQ. You should remember this. Which series discovered first? The answer is your what? Balmer. Next, let me explain about Pascal series. What is Pascal series? Look at that. Tell me. What is Pascal series? Pascal series generally found in near infrared region. For is your what? N is equal to 3 and state are N2 is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you put the value of N is equal to 3 in this equation, then you will get what? Then you will get like this. Nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to R whole into 1 by 3 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now square means what? 3 square means 9. So here I can write 9. Nu bar equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by minus 1 by n2 square. This is the formula. This is the short formula. Next is the bracket series. Tell me. So the diagram. This is the bracket series. In the bracket series, the bracket series is generally found in the infrared spectroscopy. Infrared spectroscopy. The ground state is your N is equal to 4. The higher energy level are 5, 6, 7, 8. Now put the value of N is equal to 4 in the reverse equation. Then you will find like this. We can write nu bar equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 4 square, because here n1 is your 4, n2 is your 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a variable, this is a fixed, so put the fixed value, that is your n is equal to 4. So here I can write nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square means 4 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now so 4 square means what? 16. So I have written here 16. That means nu bar equal to 1 by lambda equal to RH into 1 by 16 minus 1 by n2 square. This is the short formula for calculation of the wave number and lambda for in bracket series. Next series is the p-font series. P-font series, look at me, look at the diagram. In here, tell me, p-font series is found in the infrared spectroscopy. P-font series is found in the infrared spectroscopy. That is also called far infrared spectroscopy, because they are found um, away from the exact infrared spectroscopy. They are also considered as far infrared spectroscopy. Other is the near infrared spectroscopy. So you can write only infrared spectroscopy, or you can write exact far infrared spectroscopy. It is found in the far infrared region. It is found in the far infrared region of the electromagnetic radiation. For p-font series, ground state is your n is equal to 5, excited state is your 6, 7, 8, 9. Put the value of n is equal to 1 in the equation, then you can write nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda equal to RH whole into 1 by 5 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now 5 square means how much? That is your 25. Put the value here. So here I can write nu bar equal to 1 by lambda equal to RH into 1 by 25 minus 1 by n2 square. Let me explain for Ampere series. The region is your far infrared series. And here ground state n is equal to 1 is equal to 6, higher is your n2 is equal to 7, 8, 9, like you can write. Here only I have written 7, 8. You can write 9, 10, 11 like this. So now put the value of n1 is equal to 6, reverse equation, then you will find what is nu bar equal to 1 by lambda equal to RH whole into 1 by minus 1 by n2 square. 6 square means that is 36, so I have written here 36. So here I can say that nu bar equal to 1 by lambda equal to RH whole into 1 by 36 minus 1 by n2 square. Remember, already I have said the hydrogen spectrum include infinitely many spectral lines. You don't think that, look at that, you don't think that there are few lines. For better understanding, I have shown you few lines. If I will draw the infrared line, it is a look like a band. If I want, if I will try to show you all the infinite rays, then it cannot be possible first. If possible, then it look like a complex, you cannot understand, they can overlap to each other, they make a band. So here only I have taken n is equal to 1 to n is equal to 8. But don't think that only 8 cells are present, 8 rays are responsible for Lyman series. There are many rays, infinite number of rays are present in the hydrogen spectrum, but only the first few and those near the Lyman series are shown, because the lines become very close spaced. If you think about the Lyman series, or any series, or the Balmer series, Pascal series, bracket series, P-font series, Ampere series, you think any series, only few lines are given. This is due to avoid the complexity and overlapping of the ray for better understanding. This is all about the different series present in the hydrogen spectrum. Now I will do some problem related to the hydrogen spectrum. The hydrogen spectrum is an emission spectrum. Let me solve some problem related to the hydrogen spectrum. The first problem. This is the first problem. Calculate the wavelength of spectral line. When the electron in the hydrogen atom undergoes a transition from fourth energy level means N2 is equal to 4, to the second energy level, that is your N2, N1 is equal to 2. Your N1 is equal to 2, N2 is equal to 4. So here I have written N1 is equal to 2, N2 is equal to 4, and we know that RH is equal to, simply you can remember 10, 9, 8, sorry, 10, 9, 6, 7, 8. This is the simplest trick. Just remember 10, 9, then 6, 7, 8. So RH is your how much? 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 centimeter inverse. According to Rayleigh's equation, we know that our target to find out what? Wavelength. That means lambda. Our target to find lambda. Given value is your n is equal to 2, n2 is equal to 4. RH, this is a constant. It is already known to you. Now put the value of n1 and n2. This is the formula. Exact actual formula is your nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Our target to find out the lambda. So here I can write 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Now put the value of n1 and n2 here. Then I can write here 1 by lambda is equal to value of RH is your 10, 9, 6, 7, 8. This is your 10, 9, 6, 7, 8. Put the value of n1 is equal to 1, n2 is equal, sorry, put the value of n1 is equal to 2, n2 is equal to 4. Then I can write here 1 by lambda is equal to 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 4 square. 2 square means is your 4, 4 square means your 16. So now here I can write 1 by lambda is equal to 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16. That is your centimeter inverse. If you will solve this, then you will find 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 3 divided by 6. Here the LCM is your how much? Sorry, here I have missed. That is your not 6, that is your 16. So here I can find, here I can write like this. Here I can write 1 by, sorry, 109,678 into 3 divided by 16, that is your centimeter inverse. Imply that now change the position, 16 divided by 109,678 into 3. If you want to solve, then you will find 4.867 4.8627 into power minus 5. Next, I will shift the value point position, 4862.7 into 10 to the power minus 8. We know that 10 to the power minus 8, sorry, 10 to the minus 8 centimeter is equal to 1 angstrom. So I have converted, this is your centimeter inverse, 4862.7 into 10 to the minus 8 centimeter inverse. That means, sorry, that is your not sem inverse, that is your centimeter. Again, I will reply. Again, I will repeat. Lambda is equal to 4862.7 into 10 to the minus 8. 10 to the minus 8 sem means 1 angstrom. So I have written 4862.7 angstrom. Look at that. Actually, when I will teach you about the, let me wait for this. Already I have given. Look at that. Your wavelength. Wavelength is your how much? 48627. 4862. How much? 4862.7. This is the angstrom. This is the angstrom value. I want to check again. 4862.7. Your wavelength is your 4862.7. Then what is the color of the light? Suppose a question will ask, what is the color of the radiation which having wavelength 4862.7. Look at that. The violet starts from 3800 angstrom to 7800 angstrom. It was wrong sentence. The violet ranges from 3800 angstrom to 4300 angstrom. Indigo ranges from 4300 to 4500. Similarly, blue ranges this, green ranges this. You can say like this. Our answer is your 4862.7. It will comes where it will come this position. This position. This is your what? This is your 3800. This is your 4300. This is your 4500. This is your 4900. Our answer is your 400. 4862. So it is just nearer to the this position. This position is your what? Look at that. This is the position. If you think about the color, then what will be the color? Look at the structure. That is your mixing of blue and green. You can say that this is your bluish green. This is your said to be bluish green. You can think about this is your this position, that is your 4862.7. So from the color region you can identify the radiation having the color, that is your bluish green, because the wavelength matching found in between the blue and green region to the green region, so it is said to be bluish green. So here I can say that the wavelength is your 4862.7 angstrom, and the color of the sun is your bluish green or blue. Or blue. Exact answer is your bluish green. Next, move to the problem number 2. Calculate the wavelength of the spectral line in the Lyman series corresponding n2 is equal to 3. Your n2 is given. N2 is given, that is a 3. But remember, in this question n1 is not given. N1 is the question mark? No. N1 already you already know for Lyman series, the ground state, that is your N1 is equal to, that is your 1. For Balmer series, N1 is equal to 2. Next, the you can remember like this. For Lyman series, N1 is equal to 1. Balmer series, N1 is equal to 2. For next series is your what? That is your Pascal series, N1 is equal to 3. For bracket series, N1 is equal to 4. For P point series, N1 is equal to 5. For Ampere series, N1 is equal to 6. These are fixed, but you cannot say that N2 may be any value. It shows a variation. Now move to the problem. In the question, N2 is given but N1 is not given. You should remember for Lyman series what is the value of N1. So we know that for Lyman N1 is equal to 1. So here I can write N1 is equal to 1, N2 is equal to 3. RH already you know 10, 9, 6, 10, 9, 6, 7, 8. Remember, this is the short tree. 10, after 10 you think about 9, you go to the before, that is your 10, 9. Next, remember 6, 7, 8. This is the decrease, this is the increase. All the digits are present up to from 6 to 10. 10, 9, 6, 7, 8. Now put the value of N1 is equal to 1, N2 is equal to 3, RH is equal to 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 in the equation. This is the equation. 1 by lambda equal to RH into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. N1 is your how much? That is your 1. So here I can write 1 square. N2 is your 3. So here I have written N square, 3 square. RH is equal to how much? 10, 9, 6, 7, 8. So here I have written 10, 9, 6, 7, 8. So here I can say that 1 by lambda equal to 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by 3 square. If you solve 1 by 1 square means that is your 1. 3 square means 9. So here I can write 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 1 minus 1 by 9 centimeter inverse. Now solve this. You can write 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into, that is your 9 minus 1 divided by 9. 9 minus 1 means 8. So here you can write 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 8 by 9 centimeter inverse. If you will solve, then you can write lambda equal to 9 by 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 8. That is your, how much? This is not your centimeter inverse. This is your only centimeter. Here also wrong. That is, you can write lambda equal to 9 by 10, 9, 6, 7, 8 into 8 centimeter. If you solve, then it will give 1.025 into the 5 centimeter. You also convert into angstrom. You can also convert angstrom 1025 into 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. That is your 1025 angstrom. You can solve like this. Next, move to the another topic, that is your electromagnetic spectrum. There was a doubt. You can solve the like this. Now I want to check whether this value is correct or not. Right? 9. 9 is already given, so don't think about this. 109,678 into 8. This is your how much? That is your 9 by, you can think like this, 9 by 8 double 7 424. 8 double 8 double 7 424. Now again divide this. What will be the answer? I want to check. 9 divided by 8 double 7 424. Then what will be the answer? That is your exactly, this is correct. Uh, that is your 1.025 into 10 to the minus 5 centimeter. That is your 1025. If you convert angstrom, then it is your 1025 angstrom. Let me explain another topic, that is your electromagnetic spectrum. The arrangement of all type of electromagnetic radiation in the increasing order of their wavelength or decreasing order of their frequency. Lambda always inversely proportional to frequency, or frequency inversely proportional to lambda. So if wavelength will increase, then frequency will decrease. So whether you arrange according to the increasing order of the wavelength or decreasing order of the frequency, the pattern is same. So here I can say that the arrangement of all type of electromagnetic radiation. There are different types of electromagnetic radiation: cosmic ray, gamma ray, X-ray, violet ray, ultraviolet ray, visible ray, infrared ray, microwave ray, radio wave, all different types of electromagnetic radiation. In this diagram, I have arranged all the electromagnetic radiation as per the increasing order of their wavelength or decreasing order of their frequency. Look at that. Since the wavelength goes and increases from left to right, so here I have written high wavelength. Here I can write short wavelength, that is your low wavelength. If the frequency, if the spectrum having short wavelength, that means it have high frequency, because they are inversely proportional to each other. So here I have written high frequency, short wavelength. So here I have written, in the right side I have written low frequency, high wavelength. Since right side I have written low frequency, so if I will come from right to left, then we can write D, that is your increase of the frequency. If I will go from left to right, then I can write increase of the wavelength. We know that if frequency will increase, then value of E also increase. That is, you know that E is equal to h nu. H is the constant. In the upcoming class, I will explain about E is equal to h nu. This is not h bar. Here h is the Planck's constant, nu is the frequency. If h is the constant, then you can write E proportional to nu. That means energy proportional to frequency. If frequency will increase, if frequency will high, then energy must high. Look at that. Here high frequency means high energy. Yeah, look at that. Here low frequency means low energy. Here in this diagram, I have arranged in a increasing order of from left to right, increasing of the wavelength or decreasing of the frequency. This pattern, this arrangement of different electromagnetic radiation show a spectrum. This spectrum is called electromagnetic spectrum. If I will arrange in different way, whether that means the arrangement may not be in a regular trend. It does not show any decrease or increasing order. Then that type of pattern is not said to be electromagnetic spectrum. If all the electromagnetic radiation arranged in a particular manner, then they will show a spectrum that is called electromagnetic spectrum. If you think about the visible electromagnetic radiation, visual electromagnetic radiation consists of seven colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Look at that. This is an spectrum. This again forms from the visible radiation. If you will break the visible radiation, then it gives seven color pattern. That is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So that look at that. This is a spectrum, and in this spectrum all the colors are arranged in a particular manner. Look at that. Up to this violet color will remain, but when it uh, go to the indigo region, then it shows the indigo. Remember, the color suddenly not the color do not suddenly change, just it is change its intensity. It is just fade. Then that means when we go towards the indigo, violet intensity goes and decreases, indigo intensity goes and increases. When we across when we cross this line, this bar, then indigo ratio will increase, violet ratio will decrease. In between this region, that means in between violet and indigo region, you can find the color as a mixed color. So here I have written in the problem number one, that is your bluish green. This is not exact blue green, because here some part also mixed, some parts of green color also mixed with the blue, so it is said to be bluish green. This is said to be electromagnetic spectrum. Next, I will move to the solar spectrum. When sunlight or white light, these are the sunlight or white light rays. Suppose I have taken a sunlight, this is the sun. There are different directions. This is the sun. Suppose this is the sun. Sun's light, these are the sunlight, passes through a slit, which helps to pass through the prism in a single ray. There are different rays. Many rays comes from the sunlight, but when it pass through the slit, then it become a single. Then it present a single line. When this line pass through the prism, do you know what is prism? Prism look like this. This is the prism, but here only the base part is given as a triangle. This is the base part, this part. This is the prism. This part I have shown in the diagram. When white light pass through the slit, then it shows like a beam, and this beam pass through the prism. Then the white light or the light come from the sun will scatter, will break down into seven color VV gyro. Now when I will put the radiation to a photographic plate, then the photographic plate will affect and shows seven color, that is your VV gyro: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. There are seven color will found in the photographic plate. So here I can write, when sunlight or the white light of a bulb is passed through a prism, the spectrum obtained is called solar spectrum. Since the light comes from the sun, white light comes from the sun, so as per the Sun we can say that solar spectrum. Sun related to the solar system. So here I can say that solar spectrum. Solar spectrum will form when sunlight is passed through a prism. The spectrum obtained. The spectrum means this is the spectrum. This is the arrangement of different colors, different radiations. So here we called as this is your solar spectrum. This spectrum consists of seven color. BB gyro. Shortly it is represented as BB gyro. Or we can think about violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Next, already I have said in the previous class what is monochromatic light, what is polychromatic light. Light which having single wavelength or frequency, that is your called that is your monochromatic light. Polychromatic light means light having two or more wavelength, that is your frequency, that is called polychromatic light, chromatic light. White light having different wavelength, different frequency. So white light is said to be a monochromatic light, sorry, polychromatic light, because when it is split it gives the different types of color light. Remember again, I want to say the monochromatic. Mono means what? One. Mono means one. Poly means different. That means two or more wavelength. So yeah, you can say monochromatic light means light having single wavelength, that is or single frequency. Polychromatic light means light having two or more wavelength or frequency. This is sufficient for this class. Now I want to stay here. I want to stop the class here. Remember all the student, if you want to note of each class, then go to the description of the video, then you will find a link. If you will click the link, then you will download the note of this class. Thank you very much for all. Thank you very much all for watching the video. Namaskar.